welcome to this tutorial on Google Docs. So this tutorial continues our series on the Google Suite, and today we're going to look a little bit more in depth into Google Docs. So Google Docs is a word processor. It is completely online, and you use it in your web browser. It has features that make creating and sharing assignments easy. So the first thing you want to do to access Google Docs is to log into your Harcum Hatch. And you want to click on your G Suite, which is going to open up your email. So let's do that now. So this is my email inbox, and now you're going to find the Google Apps grid. So it's usually up in the top right corner, so you click on that, and that opens up all of these Google Apps. And you want to find the one that says Google Docs. Yours might be in a different order, but you look for the one that says Docs. So once you click on that, it's going to open up the Google Docs page, and what you're seeing here, these are templates, so you can use one of these if you want, but we're going to start with a blank Google Doc today. So you're going to click blank document, and that will open up a fresh Google Doc. So here's our fresh Google document. The first thing I like to do when I start a new document is rename it so that I can find it within my drive. So to do that, you click where it says Untitled Document, and you can simply just type in the name of your document. And once you're done, to save that name, you just click in the document itself. So what you're seeing here are templates. You can hover over them to see what they look like, but we're not going to use those today. And then what you're seeing over here is where you can create a table of contents. Very useful if you're writing a longer document, but again, we're not going to use that today. To get rid of it so we don't see it, to hide it, we're just going to click on this left pointing arrow. If you want to get it back, you just click where it says Show Tabs and Outlines. So when you're ready to start typing up your assignment, you click somewhere in the document itself, and you can just start typing. To save some time, I've pasted in some text here so we can look at some of the features. So first I want to show you how to change the formatting of your text. So to change formatting of text, I usually type out the text first and then highlight the text. So you click in front of the text that you're going to highlight, you hold the mouse down and drag. So that's highlighting. So once you've got the text highlighted, then you can go up to these. There's short, quick links here to the different formatting options. So one is bold, so that makes the text stand out a little bit. The next one is italics. That makes the text lean to the right. In some citation styles, this is required. Then there's underline. So again, click, drag, highlight, and underline. You can change the size of your font. So very often your instructors will say, I want Arial or Times Roman. You can change the type of the font in this drop-down menu right here. You could change it to Times Roman, and you could change the size of the font by clicking the plus sign to increase or the minus to decrease. So let's change it to Times New Roman 12. Same thing again, click, drag, and then you could click on the increase font size until you get 13, and same again for 14. So that's how to change the font size. Now, often your instructors will want your assignments double spaced, and the default when you open a Google Doc is single space text or 1.15. So to change the spacing between the lines of your text, you're not going to put, and I've seen students put an extra carriage return or hit enter between lines. Don't do that. We're going to use the line and paragraph spacing option to change the text. So you highlight the text you wanted to double space, and then you go to line and paragraph spacing, which is this icon here. And you can see that the default, or the one that's currently being used, has a check mark beside it. It's 1.15. And we want to change that to double. So double is an option. You click on double, and now your text is double spaced. All right, another option that is very useful is inserting an image. So we can put an image in here pretty easily by going to the Insert menu, and then there's Image is the first option in that menu. Hold your mouse over it, and then pull the mouse over and then down so you can select from this menu. So you've got a couple of options here. You can upload an image from your computer if you've already saved that image to your computer. You can search the web, but if you click search the web, it opens up a search box to the right of your screen. You can see I've already typed in eagles, so I've got a bunch of eagle images here of various types, and I can click on one of them, whichever one I want to use, and then click insert. And when I do that, it will put the image into my document. Now this is huge. Obviously we don't want an image that big. So how do you change the size? You click on the image. That will put a blue line all the way around your image, and you'll notice that there are these little blue boxes on the corners. Put your mouse over that blue box until your icon, or until your cursor becomes an arrow pointing in two directions. Click and drag until your image is the size that you're happy with. And you may have to do it a couple of times to get that image to the size you are happy with. So you get the idea. You can make it smaller that way. All right. Another way to get an image is to insert it by URL. So to do that, you would go open a new tab, find the image in Google search, and then copy the URL of the image, and then you can insert it by URL. All right, a great feature of Google Docs is the ability to share your document. So there are a couple different ways to do that. So let's go up to the File menu. So we've got a couple of options. We can use the Share button, or the Share option here, Share with Others. Clicking that opens up the Share box, and to share your document with someone that's in Harcum, you can just start typing their name. And you start typing their name, and their name, you should see their profile come up in a list. I'm not going to do it because it might reveal the privacy of people at Harcum. But you would just start typing their name. If it's someone outside of Harcum, you have to put in their full email address. And then once you've done that, you click Done, and they'll get an email saying that you shared a document with them. Very useful if you need to send the document to your instructor, if you need to share it with a tutor. Very useful. So another option, you can email this file to someone. So you can use the email button. You can also download it as a Word document or as rich text format, RTF, or a PDF. A PDF would preserve all the formatting, and that's probably the best way to do it. A Word document would allow you to open it in Word and continue editing. And if you're going to share the document this way, you would download it first, go over to your email, and then attach it to an email. So that's another way to share the document. And then there's a shortcut to share up here in the right-hand corner. And if you click on this blue button that says share with the little lock icon, it opens up that same share box. All right, so we've just scratched the surface here of Google Docs. If you need help with Google Docs at all, please contact me at the library, at the Charles H. Trout Library, and I'd be happy to help you. Thanks so much for watching.